This is Part 2 Episode 89. Li Yuanfeng coughed out blood and his body was thrown back like a meteor. Wang Lin took another step and appeared above Li Yuanfeng. He let out a roar as he threw another punch. This time, Li Yuanfeng's body flew straight down and smashed into the ground. A giant crater 1,000 feet in diameter was created. Blood was coming out from Li Yuanfeng's mouth and his vision was hazy, but there was still a trace of malice in him. Even if I die, I'll drag you down with me. Li Yuanfeng let out a roar. His eyes were bloodshot, and a powerful destructive force appeared from him. Wang Lin didn't panic at all, but calmly said, "Self-destruction of a soul transformation cultivator. Li Yuanfeng, I can just tear open space and leave, but the entire country of Shuiyu will have to die with you. The one who you will take to the grave with you won't me, but the entire country of Shuiyu." With that, his right hand reached out and a spatial rift appeared. Waves of destructive wind flew out from the rift, but they had no effect on Wang Lin. Li Yuanfeng began to struggle. Although he was very stubborn, he was born in Shuiyu, so he had very deep emotional attachment to his country. After a short while, he let out a bitter smile. It was uncertain whether he could hurt Zheng Niu or not, but Shuiyu would definitely disappear from the planet. His eyes became serious. He looked at Wang Lin, took a deep breath and said, "This old man admits defeat, but the country of Shuiyu had nothing to do with this. If you're willing to let them go, this old man will let you punish me as you see fit." Wang Lin's eyes were cold as he pointed at Li Yuanfeng. He activated the soul extracting technique. An array of spiritual energy landed between Li Yuanfeng's eyebrows. Li Yuanfeng didn't resist, and instead let out a soft sigh. He looked around at the familiar surroundings and then closed his eyes. Wang Lin softly said, "Soul extracting." Li Yuanfeng's body suddenly began to shrink rapidly. In the blink of an eye, he became a bag of bones. A purple and golden ball of light flew out from between his eyebrows. Soul transformation soul fragment. Wang Lin's eyes became serious as his hand reached out. He immediately caught the soul fragment, sealed it, and put it away inside his bag. The leader of a generation, Li Yuanfeng, died just like this. Wang Lin pondered a bit before looking at the two arms trapped by the two bells before putting them away. Then he flew into the sky. All of those soul formation cultivators saw the battle earlier through their divine senses. They saw Li Yuanfeng die, and a wave of anger appeared in their hearts. As Wang Lin floated in the sky, his divine sense swept across Shuiyu and sent out a message. From today onward, no soul formation and above cultivators are allowed to exist in Shuiyu, and no cultivation sects are allowed to exist here either, or else I'll come again. The domain in Wang Lin's origin soul activated again, and the life and death reincarnation scroll appeared in the sky once more. More than 10 rays of grey gas shot out and entered the bodies of every single soul formation cultivator in Shuiyu. Seal. With just one word, all of soul formation cultivators had their cultivations sealed like how Li Yuanfeng sealed Wang Lin's cultivation. 2 marks were left on the foreheads of those cultivators. One mark was light and other was dark. They represented life and death. Their cultivation levels plummeted. After finishing all of this, Wang Lin slapped his bag of holding and the mosquito beast appeared. The mosquito beast carried Wang Lin into the distance. After this battle, the news of Zheng Niu's reappearance quickly spread. His position as the strongest under the soul transformation stage had solidified, and some even believed that he had reached the soul transformation stage. No one doubted Zheng Niu's power, for he had defeated soul transformation cultivator Li Yuanfeng, sealed all of soul formation cultivators in Shuiyu, and forcibly made a rank 5 cultivation country drop 2 ranks to become a rank 3. These things caused everyone who heard it to become shocked and pale. At this moment, in the alley of a small village in a rank 3 cultivation country sat an old man. Before him was a small tub with some bronze coins scattered inside it. This old man was very dirty and messy and his hair covered his face. Beside him, someone respectfully stood there. This person's face was very wide and his ears were large. If Wang Lin were present, he would recognize this man. This Seng Nyo sure is strong to kill a soul transformation cultivator. Not simple at all. This old man really had good eyes back then, ha ha. The old man rubbed his chin and looked at the man beside him and said, Seng Nyo helped you turn Shui Yu into a rank 3 cultivation country. So you should help him too. Take my straw hat and go fight with Liu Mai. Even though you are no match for her, you will still be able to escape. Check what stage her 1000 emotion ruthless domain has reached. The large-eared person respectfully agreed. He looked toward Shui Yu and revealed a look of reminiscence and melancholy. After this person left, the old man stood up and put away the bronze coins. Then muttered to himself, there are still 12 more years. Zhu QZ, back then we agreed that whoever lost would punish themselves for 1000 years. In 12 years, my self-punishment will be over. He took a deep breath and disappeared. This is really a headache. Of the 4 people I chose, this Zixin is the most troublesome. Why did she have to go mess with Seng Nyo and get thrown into a spatial rift? If it wasn't for the fact that she was going to be the crack in Qian Feng's Dao heart, this old man wouldn't want to waste the time to rescue her. Qian Feng. Qian Feng, this boy is the most talented person this old man has seen in his life. Even Red Butterfly's talent is below his. News of Seng Nyo's battle with Li Yuanfeng has spread across planet Suzaku. To force a rank 5 cultivation country into becoming a rank 3 is a big deal. Almost every cultivator on the planet knows about this. At this moment, in the back mountain of Mount Suzaku, Qian Feng crushed the sound transmission jade in his hand. His eyes lit up, and after a while he muttered, Seng Nyo, killing Li Yuanfeng is nothing. He is but a piece of trash, who reached the soul transformation stage by force. If you can kill the giant demon clan's ancestor, you will barely qualify as my opponent. Behind him, Red Butterfly quietly stood there, her eyes devoid of any life. Qian Feng turned around and looked at Red Butterfly with an evil smile. Heartless, do you want to fight Seng Nyo again? That was your soul's greatest wish before it disappeared. As the news of Seng Nyo's battle with Li Yuanfeng spread across the planet, Seng Nyo disappeared once more. After Wang Lin left Shui Yu, he immediately found an isolated place, before bringing the 2 arms into the heaven-defying bead. He stood before Sichu Nan's giant soul. When he arrived, he released the seal on the 2 arms. The moment he unsealed them, the 2 arms mysteriously floated around Sichu Nan's soul. Wang Lin looked at what was happening with a serious expression. He had guessed that these were Sichu Nan's arms and now he was even more sure. For the first time in hundreds of years, Sichu Nan's soul trembled. Then a bright light immediately appeared and surrounded the 2 severed arms. The severed arms slowly moved toward his soul and eventually disappeared into it. Wang Lin could clearly feel Sichu Nan's soul recovering at a very fast pace. From its half-transparent state, it was gradually becoming solid. Shortly after, the light from the soul disappeared. At this moment, Sichu Nan's soul became solid once more, but he still hadn't awakened yet. Back then, Sichu Nan told me that only after I reach the soul transformation stage will I be able to help him reawaken. He was very vague about it. I'm afraid it has something to do with celestial spiritual energy. Wang pondered a bit while looking at Sichu Nan's soul before looking at his parents' soul. He had stared at them for a very long time before he bitterly said, Mom, Dad, your son is supposed to send you both off back into the reincarnation cycle, but I can't let go. After a very long time, Wang Lin let out a sigh and left the heaven-defying bead. Those severed arms were indeed parts of Sichu Nan's body. I wonder if there are any more pieces of his body still remaining. Wang Lin looked into the distance as he walked out from the heaven-defying bead. That was where the giant demon clan was located. I have already checked Li Yuanfeng's soul. He only obtained the 2 severed arms by accident, and has no idea where they came from. Wang Lin shook his head, then he took a step and disappeared. I must take back the celestial sword from the giant demon clan ancestor. Back then, Sun Tai fought against the giant demon clan ancestor, but in the end, the giant demon clan ancestor won by using his bloodline power. However, he was then hunted by Sun Tai's corpse puppet, So whether he's alive or dead is unknown. Even if he didn't die, he will still need to possess a new body. The time it takes for someone to get used to their new body could be long or short. I wonder if he has fully adapted to his new body. With one step, Wang Lin appeared outside an ancient transfer array. The giant demon clan ancestor is different from Li Yuanfeng. Li Yuanfeng reached the soul transformation stage by force, but the giant demon clan ancestor reached it through his own cultivation. Also, the giant demon clan's fighting style is similar to an ancient god's. Maybe their ancestor had some relation to the ancient gods. As a result, I'm not confident in my fight against him. Wang Lin slightly frowned and stopped before entering the transfer array. One of the destinations on the transfer array was the giant demon clan. Wang Lin's expression was very unsettled as he began to think. These aren't even the most important things. The most important thing is the bloodline power he has that even the mid-stage soul transformation Sun Tai dreaded. In the end, even Sun Tai was sucked into the vortex. As a result, my confidence in winning is even lower. To battle or not to battle? For one of the first few times in Wang Lin's life, he began to hesitate. If I battle, the outcome is uncertain. Not battling would mean missing the best chance to kill this person. If I wait until he finishes his possession, I don't know how long I'll have to wait until I can kill him. The reason he wants to kill me must be because of the giant demon clan member who saw the heaven-defying bead all those years ago. Wang Lin has lived for 500 years. Even the dumbest person would become like a fox, and he wasn't dumb. These 500 years have given him the experience to see through many things. After combining various clues, he had already seen through everything when he awakened 2 years ago. Wang Lin's eyes lit up, and he stepped into the ancient transfer array. He placed a celestial jade into the formation, and suddenly a map with 10 shining dots appeared. Wang Lin touched one of the dots with his right hand. The map disappeared and the transfer array opened. As the array grew brighter and brighter, Wang Lin's figure slowly disappeared. An ancient transfer array in the country of Pailu flashed, and a figure walked out. The figure didn't stop, but directly charged toward the soul refining sect. At night, the 3 mountains of the soul refining sect looked like 3 sharp swords pointing at the sky. Wang Lin's figure appeared outside the soul refining sect. He passed through the defense formation and flew toward the 9 golden rings. The 9 golden rings shined and then a middle-aged man appeared. When he saw Wang Lin, he revealed a complex expression before letting out a sigh and saying, "I, Ouyang Qian, greet Junior Sect Master." Junior Sect Master, Wang Lin's eyes lit up. He realized that Du Qian must have told these soul formation cultivators what they had talked about. Wang Lin clasped his hands and said, "Fellow cultivator Ouyang, I want to greet the ancestor." Ouyang Qian shook his head and said, "Ancestor has already gone into closed-door cultivation, so unless it's a very urgent matter, he is not to be disturbed. However, the ancestor already guessed that you would come, so he prepared 2 things for me to give you." With that, his expression became even more complex as he threw out a bag of holding. Wang Lin calmly caught the bag of holding. After scanning it, his expression immediately became strange. Ouyang Qian bitterly smiled. Junior Sect Master is the next successor appointed by Ancestor Du Qian himself. I have been in the soul refining sect for 700 years, and have never seen the ancestor give this to anyone, even though it isn't even the main flag, but an illusionary sub-flag. Earlier, he was called by Ancestor Du Qian, and was told to give Wang Lin this bag once Wang Lin arrived. He was curious and checked what was in the bag. What he found was shocking. If it wasn't for his undying loyalty toward the soul refining sect, and his respect to Ancestor Du Qian, he would have been consumed by greed. There were only 2 things inside the bag. A piece of jade and a soul flag. Wang Lin took out the jade and scanned it. After a while, he took a deep breath and bowed toward the blood ring while saying, "Thank you." Although it was soft, he remembered this in his heart. With that, he nodded toward Ouyang Qian and disappeared. Ouyang Qian's expression became even more complex. He shook his head as he let out a sigh and returned to his golden ring. The giant demon clan's bloodline power is very strong, but the giant demon clan ancestor has just reached the soul transformation stage, so he can't use it to its full extent. He can only use it to teleport someone into the void outside of Suzaku. Wang Lin didn't leave the soul refining sect, but sat on top of the soul refining mountain, his eyes sparking. Inside the jade, Du Qian had recorded a very detailed description of the giant demon clan's bloodline power. Wang Lin took a deep breath. He touched the bag of holding Du Qian had left him, and then a purple and golden light flew out. This purple and golden light was very bright. It immediately turned into a 30-foot tall flag that moved without any wind. At the same time, waves of ghostly wails seemed to come out from the flag, and the sky darkened even more. Even the moon seemed to be hiding behind the clouds, as if it were too scared to come out. Several purple and golden lights could be seen inside the flag. It was as if they were going to come out and devour the heavens and the earth. 1 billion soul flag. Wang Lin took a deep breath and stared at this flag. This was the second object ancestor Du Qian had placed in the bag, and what caused Ouyang Qian's expression to be so complex. Wang Lin came back this time to borrow a treasure from ancestor Du Qian, so he could kill the giant demon clan ancestor. However, this flag wasn't the real flag. The real flag was beside Du Qian during his closed-door cultivation. The flag before him was a sub-flag created from the main flag. It contained 1/3 of the power of the real flag, and could only be used twice. After 2 uses, it will disappear. Even so, this sub-flag was priceless. Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he grabbed the flag. The moment he touched it, his origin soul shook and extended from his body into the soul flag. Then the feeling of having entered a hell for cultivators appeared. He could see a sea of souls crashing toward him and drowning him. Waves of screams and painful sounds crashed toward Wang Lin like waves of powerful attacks. He suddenly felt like he was being hit by a billion soul fragments. Even with his powerful body, he felt like he was about to shatter under this force. What shocked him the most was that his origin soul showed signs of collapsing. He wasn't even able to resist one attack. The right hand holding the flag trembled. Wang Lin's eyes sparkled and he quickly regained his focus to activate the soul sealing technique Du Qian gave him. The 1 billion soul flag was the #1 treasure of the soul refining sect. Even on the entire planet, this treasure could be considered one of the top treasures. This treasure was like the war chariot and the celestial sword. It required its own unique method that was inherited from previous generations to control. The method to controlling this soul flag was the soul sealing method. As of now, including Wang Lin, only 2 people knew the soul sealing technique. This was different from the war chariot. Although he had the technique to control it, Wang Lin was too weak to use it properly, so the power wasn't as strong as it should be. However, this soul flag wasn't the same. Although there was a cultivation level requirement, it wasn't as high as the war chariots. With his original body and avatar fused, Wang Lin's current cultivation level was enough to use this flag. The soul sealing technique activated in his body, and his origin soul inside the soul flag suddenly began to glow. All of the soul fragments that were charging toward him let out painful screams. Among those soul fragments, there were 12 purple and golden souls that flew out and surrounded Wang Lin. These souls gave off a powerful pressure. The 12 purple and golden soul fragments bowed toward Wang Lin. Wang Lin's origin soul emitted a golden light. This golden light came from activating the soul sealing technique. The 12 souls were the 12 soul transformation ancestors of the soul refining sect that willingly gave up their souls to be sealed within the soul flag. With the 12 soul transformation soul fragments in there, the power of this soul flag was already enough to shake the heavens. In addition to those 12 soul transformation soul fragments, there were more than 100 soul formation soul fragments, and countless nascent soul fragments. As the 12 soul transformation soul fragments bowed, all the other soul fragments inside the flag became silent. Soul force came out from all the soul fragments in the form of black gas, and gathered before Wang Lin's origin soul. Strands of black gas gathered from all directions, even the 12 soul transformation soul fragments turned into stands of black gas. All of the black gas gathered to form a 30-foot-tall flag before Wang Lin's origin soul. Everything Wang Lin saw was inside the soul flag. The flag that appeared before him was the spirit of the soul flag. If he could control this, he could truly control the 1 billion soul flag. Wang Lin's origin soul reached out and grabbed the flag. He suddenly felt his body tremble, and then his origin soul returned to his body. At the top of the soul refining mountain, Wang Lin opened his eyes and found that there was nothing before him, but he could sense a purple and gold flag within him being refined by his origin soul. Giant Demon Clan Ancestor, this will be a calamity you'll have a hard time escaping from. Wang Lin's eyes lit up, and he disappeared from the soul refining sect. After Wang Lin left, a sigh came from the blood ring where Du Qian was doing his closed door cultivation. Wang Lin quickly appeared at the ancient transfer array, opened it up, and disappeared from Pailu. Giant Demon Clan. The Giant Demon Clan's territory was very large. When they moved over from another planet, they made an agreement with the one who was Suzaku at the time, and were given this land to flourish upon. In the Giant Demon Clan, there were 12 giant demon palaces. All 12 palaces looked the same and were very large. Ever since 2 years ago, when the ancestor lost his body and possessed another, his whereabouts were unknown. After all, one was at their weakest during possession. This was why the ancestor changed his closed-door cultivation location 3 times. On this day, Kai Hu sat inside the third palace with a piece of jade in his hand. His face was pale and filled with confusion. Seng Niu killed Shui Yu's Li Yuanfeng. With my understanding of him, I think that his next target will be the ancestor. If he comes, that means he is confident. What should I do? Although the ancestor is wrong, he is the hope of the Giant Demon Clan. Everything he has done was for the future of the Giant Demon Clan. But Seng Niu considers me a real friend, Kai Hu bitterly shook his head. His eyes were filled with confusion. Wang Lin appeared at the edge of the Giant Demon Clan. He wasn't in a rush to enter the Giant Demon Clan. Instead, he created a cave at the border and began to use various materials in his bag to build a formation. The only purpose of this formation was to act as a beacon. This was what Wang Lin came up with to deal with the Giant Demon Clan ancestors' bloodline power. Even if he were to get teleported into space, he could use this formation as a beacon to return and not be lost in space. This was like attaching himself with a rope, so even if he gets teleported, he won't be teleported too far, and will be able to find his way back. This was formation from the jade Du Qian had left him. Wang Lin studied it and added some changes to it, making it even more intricate. He spent 3 months to completely set up this formation, and even placed a celestial jade as its energy source. Then he placed down countless restrictions around the area to protect it. After finishing all of this, Wang Lin raised his head toward the Giant Demon Clan. His eyes became cold and then he disappeared. When he reappeared, he was already at the center of the Giant Demon Clan. He spread out his divine sense and immediately covered a majority of the country. Giant Demon Clan Ancestor, come out now. Wang Lin's message spread through his divine sense, and was immediately heard by countless Giant Demon Clan members. Some of these clan members were in the middle of cultivating or sparing, but the moment they heard this, they stopped what they were doing and looked toward Wang Lin. Kai Hu sighed and disappeared from the palace. After Wang Lin sent out the message, he calmly stood there. In almost the blink of an eye, countless rays of light came from all directions and stopped 1,000 feet away from him. There were males and females, old and young, all of them stared at Wang Lin with gloomy expressions. Aside from those people, there were countless more flying over. At this moment, an old man appeared from thin air and all the other clan members made way for him. The old man stopped 100 feet before Wang Lin. He frowned and shouted, "Who are you?" Wang Lin's gaze was like lightning as he stared at the old man and said, "Seng Niu." The moment those 2 words came out, the surroundings immediately became silent. Almost all of the Giant Demon Clan members' eyes were filled with fear. Seng Niu, it was he who won against Red Butterfly. He is the Seng Niu that killed Li Yuanfeng, caused Xueyu to become a rank 3 cultivation country, and sealed all of Xueyu's soul formation cultivators. The number 1 cultivator, under the soul transformation stage. Rumor has it that he has already reached the soul transformation stage, or else there is no way he could have killed Li Yuanfeng. Even the old man, who had spoken, took a deep breath. He looked at Seng Niu and slowly asked, "Fellow cultivator Seng Niu, what are you looking for my clan's ancestor for?" Wang Lin's eyes were cold as he said, "Kill." The old man's expression was ugly. He let out an angry laugh as he pointed at Wang Lin and said, "I have heard that you were arrogant. Now that I've met you, I can see that you are indeed so. Seng Niu, my giant demon clan isn't Xueyu. How can we let you kill as you wish? Today, without even the need for the ancestor to come out, my giant demon clan will kill you." With that, the old man slapped his bag of holding and a black token appeared. He held the black token up and shouted, "I use my status as the elder of the giant demon clan to order all clan members to use everything to kill Seng Niu." The moment he said it, the token turned to dust and a mysterious power quickly spread across the entire giant demon clan. Every clan member felt the message from the mysterious power. As the old man gave out the order, the 100+ clan members around Wang Lin all let out roars and their bodies grew several times larger. In the blink of an eye, they had all turned into giants tens of feet tall. They all touched their foreheads and war axes appeared in their hands. The aura they exuded was heaven-shattering. "Kill!" The old man let out a roar as crackling sounds came from all over his body. He became a 100-foot-tall giant and swung down an axe covered by a purple light on Wang Lin. "Kill!" The surrounding clan members all let out roars as they charged at Wang Lin. Their roars merged into a sound wave which also joined the charge. The giant demon clan was very different from other clans. Once an enemy is identified by an elder, they would never fight by themselves, but attack in groups. They would also no longer try to talk anymore. Kill was the only word they would say. An ordinary cultivator would be scared to death by these giants charging at them. Even if their expression remained calm, their heart would still tremble. This sound contained heaven-shaking killing intent like a primal beast, but compared to Wang Lin, this was still not enough. Wang Lin's killing intent was very scary. He had lived almost his entire life by killing, and this was especially true for his original body. His avatar had fused with his original body, so all the killing intent from his original body was here. Wang Lin's eyes became cold as all the killing intent in his body exploded forth. "Tell me where the giant demon clan ancestor is hiding, or else die." Aside from Kai Hu, Wang Lin had no good intent toward the rest of the giant demon clan. Because he couldn't find where the giant demon clan ancestor was when he spread out his divine sense, he became impatient. As he spoke, he didn't even look at the giant demon clan members charging at him, but instead activated his domain. The sky above the giant demon clan darkened. A mysterious power surrounded the heavens and earth. The life and death reincarnation scroll appeared in the sky along with the ancient god's figure. The ancient god in the sky held the life and death scroll. At this moment, this was the only thing in the sky. Wang Lin's eyes were cold as he revealed a ruthless expression and calmly said, "Seal." Countless strands of grey gas suddenly came out from the scroll and landed on the bodies of the giant demon clan members who were charging at Wang Lin. The old man's expression changed greatly. He clenched teeth and didn't back down as he swung down the axe. Wang Lin glanced at the old man and softly said, "Scram." With just the power of one word, the old man's body trembled and his origin soul became unstable. However, he let out a roar and used some unknown technique to recover and continue swinging down the axe. Surprised, Wang Lin quickly threw out a punch. Bang! The old man coughed out blood and was knocked back several feet before colliding with another clan member. That member also coughed out blood and together they were knocked back over 100 feet before they finally stopped. At this moment, 2 strands of grey gas caught up to the 2 of them and entered their bodies. "Seng Niu, stop." At this moment, a voice filled with pain came from the distance. Wang Lin raised his head and the coldness on his face lessened. Kai Hu. This video will end here.